Well, hi everybody. Now, as you can see, I've got my pond covers on. Eventually, it put me a little bit behindhand. I'm behind with everything at the moment, having built and refitted the filter house. But I've eventually got my pond covers on. I got them on yesterday. Now, the pond has stayed roughly at about 8.2 degrees over the last sort of week, I think. It's been well down to nearly 8 degrees, so we'll nip and have a look what the pond temperature is on that in a minute, after it's had the covers on all day and last night. I did yesterday afternoon clean all them leaves up, but as you can see, I've got my work cut out again. They're starting to come down thick and fast, but I've been missing out on all these jobs, so I'm a bit behind with everything this year. But we'll nip and have a quick look in the filter house, see what's happening in there. Okay, here we are in the filter house. Everything's been up and running about a week now, and all seems to be going spot on actually. The RDF, it's working away like a good one. It's going quite well. I don't know whether you'll see down there's plenty of dirt coming through. Yeah, it's going absolutely brilliantly. The moving bed, I have now swapped pumps, so I'm not using the 60 litre a minute pump. I'm now on the 35 litre a minute pump. That's actually running the 2 air stones in the moving bed and 2 air stones on the pond. So if we have a quick look in there, everything seems to be going fine. It's all working well. It's doing its job with the smaller pump. That's great stuff. The river, it's all going well. It's as good as always. It just seems to have found how it's running and settled down to it. If we look in here, we've got a decent flow over the end there. I hope you can see that. A decent return to the pond. We've got a good flow through the Backy River, so that's going quite well. So I'm quite pleased really with the way everything's going. If we have a quick look at the temperature in the pond, we've got 9.1, so it's come up. It has come up nearly a full centigrade, so the pond covers are doing their job. It's come up quite well. Like I say, it was about 8.2, 8.3, so it's come up quite well. Just under 1 centigrade it's the pond temperature's come up by, so that's keeping the cold off it at night. So that's not too bad at all. So apart from that, everything else is going really well. I'm well chuffed with it. Like I say, I don't have to touch anything in here much at all now. It all sort of does it itself. There's no real work to keeping anything clean. It's all going quite well, so I'm well pleased with it. Well, good morning everybody. And I've just had this parcel delivered. It's been pretty good really. I ordered it Thursday and I've got it Saturday morning, and that's come from Germany. I don't think they deliver that quick in the UK, but there you go. I've ordered myself, it's a UVC. I've actually succumbed to the fact that I'm going to put one in the RDF, so I've ordered this one. Not cheap, but I have to say the company has been absolutely brilliant. I've asked them several questions and their answers have been instant, where you don't get that from a lot of UK companies. My questions and their answers were instant. They've been excellent as far as that goes. And here we go. I'm going to unbox it and we're going to have a look at it. It looks well packaged, so we'll see what we've got in here. Like I say, I ordered it Thursday and it's now Saturday morning. So that's not bad delivery at all. The service has been really good. So let's see what we've got. It's a Tech Point. Not cheap, I must add, but we shall see. It's well packaged. Got a piece there. That'll be the bulb in there. So we'll put that at the back. A lot of packaging, and again I suppose it's glass, so it wants to be. Let's just put that over the back. Now we've got that piece there, and And then in the bottom, it's quite heavy, we've got another box there. That one's empty. So let's have a look what we've got here. And there it is. A lot of cable. Wow, you get some cable with it. And it's good quality cable as well, you can tell. That's the light unit. Looks good. And the connector. Yeah, all that looks good in there. This will be the bulb and the glass, I presume. Let's get that off. Yeah. I'm not going to take them out, that'll be the quartz glass and the bulb. I'm not going to take them out until I want them. Yeah, so now it'll be down to getting all that fitted. And it's taken 3 days to get here. Well, 2 really. I ordered it on Thursday and I've got it first thing Saturday morning. So, and that's from Germany. So I've got that to fit, guys. So I'll keep you up to date on that one. That's going in the new RDF. Well, we've got wind, we've got rain. I cleared them leaves up 2 days ago and they're as bad again, but that's the good thing about having my pond covers on at the moment. It's keeping all the leaves out of the pond, which is a bit of a godsend. But yeah, I'm not going to get a lot done at the minute. It's just eased off, so I thought I'd just grab a quick slice of video. But the weather's not good at the moment. It's been throwing it down all morning. They've had the pump going on the field all day yesterday, all the day before, and it's still going today, and the rain keeps filling it back up again. What a shame. But there you go. So I can't get a lot done at the moment, guys. It's absolutely been chucking it down and still trying to. Well, just to let everybody know, and those that's interested, I have released the plans. They're on my website now for the new RDF. So they're there for anybody that wants them. If you've got any problems, give me a shout and I'll sort them out as quick as I can. But they're there for anybody that wants them. Just to let you all know. So we'll nip and have a look what I've got in the bottom shed. Well guys, what I've got here is a new box, a new electric box. I am really held up by switches. They were supposed to send me some switches. I should have had them a week ago and they haven't turned up. So that's been the big hold up on this. This is the box that I'm going to be using for the electrics on this RDF, which is a good sized box, and it's waterproof, so I could put it outside if I wanted, but obviously it won't be going outside. But that's the box that I shall be using, and this is the plate out of it. You fix everything to this and then mount it in the box, but I don't like it being metal. I'm going to make one out of plastic, out of polypropylene. That's just the bits that come with it. That's all the bits for mounting it and putting bits and pieces in it. This is the new 12 volt reducer I shall be using on the new wiring setup when I get it done. But that's what I shall be using for that. But like I say, it's just these switches holding everything up. They've been on order nearly 20 days now and still haven't turned up. So I think I can write them off and start again, start looking for something else. That's been a right pain in the butt. It's held everything up. But I've sent them a bit of a snotty email and see if it stirs them into anything, or at least a refund. But I think I've got to move on from that and try and think of something else now. That's really dropped me in it. But never mind, it's one of them things. But that's the new setup what I'm hoping to get sorted out for the electrics. Now up here in the filter house I have actually fitted the UVC on the actual RDF. You can see the unit at the back there. I've got that in. It is up and working, but a bit disappointed to be honest. Not sure whether it was my fault or their fault, or I think it was a bit of me misunderstanding what they were saying. But I will show you, just hold on a sec. Okay, right, where we came unstuck I think was that I asked how far the bulb protruded, or what sort of space I needed for the bulb in the actual RDF, and they told me 42 centimetres, which I thought, spot on, that'll fit my drum a treat. Well, when it came, the glass itself is about 2 inches longer than the actual bulb itself. The bulb has a big white piece on the end of it which is about another 1.5 inches long, and it doesn't come out of the actual where you mount it as far as I thought it would. So it's ended up a bit of a disappointment really. I've fitted it anyway. It's 40 watt, but you'll see it down the back here. By the way, don't ever look at these bulbs with the naked eye, because they can give you what's called arc eye. Welders get it and it is very painful. You can do your eyes a bit of damage. But as you can see, the bulb's nowhere near as long as I wanted it. We're about 2 rows short of the drum with it. But that's it fitted. I had to make up a bit of a polypropylene backing for it to hold it, because there's nothing down there, it just drops in. So I made up a bit of a plastic thing to hold it with, a holder type thing, and I don't mind that so much because that will stop it being quite so close to the outside box, and it's also protected just in case the rays, the ultraviolet rays, do any damage to the box. So that's protecting it really. It's going to do all this drum apart from the last 2 rows, which is a bit disappointing really. But there you go. I don't know whether you can see it, but the bulb actually goes through the last bracket there and up to the end of the RDF nearly. So there's about 3 inches more there that isn't bulb. And then on this end there's a big plastic bit that's not light bulb as well. So I've lost quite a bit there. But it does all the squares apart from 2 rows. So I've put it in, we'll see how it goes. Bit disappointed really, it was just that 4 inches short, the bulb, than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be a lovely fit, but unfortunately not. I think what they meant was the part from the holder itself, the length is 42 centimetres, which it is, but there's a lot of that which isn't bulb, which is where I got it all wrong. But that's it, it's in and fitted. We'll just see how it performs now. Just doing it and see how it goes. But it does seem well made. It was well made, everything seems really nice. No plug on it, I did have to put a plug on it. That's it, that's in and fitted. So like I say, we'll just see how that pans out and how it keeps the drum clean. I was toying with the idea of connecting this like I had the last one, connecting it up to tap water, so the cleaning cycle is done with tap water. That keeps your drum clean as well. You've no need for a UV if you use tap water for your cleaning, because the tap water does kill the bacteria that tries to accumulate on the drum. So using tap water does keep the drum clean as well, which is probably a lot cheaper, to be honest. So I probably wish I'd done that, but never mind how it's turned out. We'll just see how things go. I'll keep you guys up to date on how it does. I have actually turned the Evo off now, so that's, I've saved 30 watts there but gained 10 watts by using the one inside the RDF. So I'm running 40 watts now and I've turned the 30 watt off, so I'm 10 watts up on what I was using, which isn't too bad at all. But that's it, and I'll keep you guys up to date on how it actually performs. Over here in the holding tank you can see this is where I've put all my pond plants for the winter. Because I've got the covers on the pond, they obviously wouldn't fit under them, so I've had to move them out. But this is where the pond plants are for the winter. I think I'm going to take this one out of here actually and probably put it in up this end where that iris isn't doing pretty well. I'll take that out and put it in there and let this take that whole box up. Let it use the whole box up. I can't remember what that's called, but it is a pretty looking plant. It's quite nice, so I might let that take the whole box up, just keep it trimmed down. And like I say, move the grass into the iris box up the other end, because these grasses do come nice. I quite like them near the pond. But that's the plants in the holding tank, and that's where they're going to spend the winter. My actual pipe work, I have got that boxed in now, as you can see. That's near the sieve outside, the sieve filter. I have got that boxed in now. I'm just going to fill it with, put a bit of insulation in there, get that filled up with insulation to insulate the pipes, because the pond feed and return go through that, so I want to insulate that. And then I want to get a bit of work done on this end of the shed inside, so I can get a bit of insulation on there. So I've still got plenty of jobs to do. I'm not sort of stood idle, I've got plenty to do. And it's winter time and it's now starting to rain, guys, so I'm going to make a quick exit. I'll just try to give you guys a quick look at the field next door. This is what they're having to contend with, or trying to contend with. They've been pumping away for ages, and I think they've given up today. There's nobody on the site at all. Let's just have a quick look out the front window. This is what they're having to contend with. It's just like one big mud pitch. It's absolutely full of water. There's a big hole there they dug for the drainage. You can see it, they dug that big hole and it just keeps filling up with water. They keep pumping it out and the next day it's full of water again. They was pumping it all out 2 days ago and it's filling back up with water. So I really don't know how they're going to contend with all that lot. I really don't think I'd like to buy a house that was built on all that lot. But there you go. But that's how they're doing next door. Not going too well at all. As you can see down the bottom there, I've got some more leaves to clean up. They keep coming. The tree actually that's responsible for them is just about had it now. They've all gone. They're just about all off that one now, thank goodness. But now I've got that one coming. So that'll be coming into the yard very shortly. So I've got them to clear up, and then once that one's done, I can look forward to these coming in the yard. So my leaf machine does get a bit of overtime this time of year, but there you go. It's nice to have the trees round, it makes it nice and private. It certainly will when we get that them houses built next door. They're still pumping out there like mad. They've been doing all sorts of things. They're wading in mud next door, but there you go. What a shame. But everything else is running spot on. It's running, well, better than I thought it would. It's absolutely excellent. I'm really chuffed with it. It's all running as should. So, well pleased with that one. But as you all know, there's not a lot to report in the pond world at the moment. There's nothing much happening. They're not feeding. They're very slow in the pond. The pond is actually, we're doing well because we've had it, the weather's been really bad and cold. It's cold outside now. And we're still holding 9.6 in the pond, if you can see that. I hope we're still running 9.6 in the pond, so that's not too bad at all. It's about 8 outside, I think, 7, 8, so it's quite cold out there. But that's about it, guys. That's it for this time. Like I say, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have released the plans for this filter system, so if anybody is interested, just pop along to my website, DIYpondfilters.com, and have a look there, and the plans are on my website. So all that leaves me to say is you all take care, thanks for watching, and as always, happy ponding.